Hello, yogis. I'm Lee Henderson, and welcome to your yoga for releasing shoulder tension and enhancing shoulder mobility. So this is a really great one to do anytime you're just feeling like really tight and tense through the shoulders and you wish to bring more relaxation, greater ease, greater spaciousness to the shoulders. However, if you happen to have a shoulder injury or anything going on through the shoulders, always a best practice to check with your medical care practitioner first about what would best support your unique body as your shoulders are healing. But if your shoulders are doing okay, let's get started. I hope you enjoy this one. If you do, please feel free to give it a like and subscribe for more. It really helps as I grow this channel. And for more full-length yoga practices, come and practice with me at RebeccaLeeHendersonYoga.com. Link in the description below. Let's get started. So for our practice today, if you happen to have any yoga blocks at home or even a couple paperback books, definitely bring those in. I will give some options for them about halfway through the practice or so. If you don't have that handy though with you today, no worries at all. I will also give an alternative without the props. So let's get started. I'm going to offer beginning standing today in mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet hip distance apart and parallel, arms relaxed by your sides, palms facing forward. Good, and now let's just start doing some nice shoulder rolls. Just gently warming into the shoulders, rolling the shoulders back a few times. Good, and then switch directions, roll the shoulders forward a few times. And then roll the shoulders back a few more times. Good, and now let's take a big breath in, draw the shoulders up towards your ears. And exhale, relax the shoulders down, let it go. Good, now from here, if your neck is doing okay today, I'm going to offer a little bit of gentle opening through the neck and through the top of the shoulders. If you have any sensitivity going on in your neck today, just choose to keep the head and the neck neutral. But if your neck is doing okay, you can gently draw your left ear towards your left shoulder. Good, and just breathe. Relax through your forehead. Good, soften through your jaw. Good, and if you wish to explore a little further with this one, maybe even gently extend your right hand out at like a low 45-degree angle. Feel the broadening this now creates in the top of the right shoulder. Good, breathe into the right side of your neck and the top of the right shoulder for 3, 2, 1. Good, gently relax the right hand, slowly bring your head back to neutral. And now let's find it on the other side. Big breath in, grow nice and tall. Exhale, gently draw right ear towards right shoulder. Good, and breathe into the left side of your neck and the top of your left shoulder. Good, and if you wish to explore a little further here, maybe extending your left arm out at like a low 45-degree angle. Feel the broadening this creates to the top of the left shoulder. Good. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Good. Gently relax your hand. Bring your head back to center. And just breathe. And take a moment here to find stillness. Perhaps close your eyes if that feels comfortable or you don't feel dizzy. And just notice any newfound spaciousness now through your neck and the top of the shoulders. All right, gently flutter your eyes open if they're closed. And now let's come into a posture that was actually a special request. I recently did a yoga video for releasing shoulder tension, and it did really well. You know, you all seemed to like it. Seemed to be helpful for people, and I actually got a special request to teach another posture that was wonderful for shoulder opening. So if you want to do that other shoulder opening video that I did, different, similar but different, I'll post it at the end of this video. So this one is called Paschimottanasana. It's a variation on Tadasana, mountain pose. So feet hip distance apart and parallel. Arms relaxed by your sides, palms facing forward. Good. Now from here, I'm just going to turn around so that you can see me a little bit better. Let's bend the elbows and grasp your opposite wrist. Let's start with the right hand grasping your left wrist. Good. And just breathe. And stand up nice and tall. Now this may feel like plenty enough through the shoulders, or if you feel you have a little bit more space, you can perhaps cross your arms a little further, perhaps grasping opposite forearms. Breathe up into your shoulders. Good, and now this will often feel like plenty enough, only if you still feel you have a little bit more spaciousness in the shoulders, maybe crossing your arms a little further, grasping opposite elbows. But no need to ever push or strain into this unless it feels like an easeful fit in the body. So all of our shoulders are so beautifully, uniquely different. So just coming into the stage of this pose that best supports your body. Good. Now from here, let's gently lengthen up through the spine. Gently hug in through your front ribs. And now draw your shoulders back and down. Good. And breathe up into your chest. So Paschimottanasana is tremendous for our posture. Wonderful for opening up through the front of the shoulders, helping to relieve tension through the shoulders and gently enhancing shoulder mobility. Good. Take another deep breath up into the chest. And exhale, let it go. Good. Gently relax your arms by your sides and just breathe. Take a moment here, maybe close your eyes if that feels comfortable. And just notice any newfound spaciousness through the shoulders. Good. All right. Gently flutter your eyes open if they're closed. And we're actually going to do this one again, but now with the opposite grip. So helping to bring the shoulders into balance by doing it the opposite way. So, and if you can't remember which one you did, I'm trying to remember which one we did. I think we grabbed the left wrist. I hope. Yes, that's what we did. So now this time you're going to use your left hand to grab your right wrist. Good, and just breathe. Draw in through the front ribs and draw the shoulder blades back and down. Good, and this will often feel plenty enough right here. If you feel you have a little space, maybe crossing the hands a little further, grasping opposite forearms. Breathe up into your chest. Good, and only if you still feel you have a little more space. Again, no need to ever push or strain, perhaps crossing the arms a little further, grasping opposite elbows. Wherever you're at, let's stand up nice and tall. Gently hug in through the front ribs, and then draw your shoulder blades back and down. Good, and let's take a couple big breaths up into the chest. Exhale out. Good, let's do one more big breath in together. Big breath up into your chest. And exhale, let it go. Good, from here, slowly, gently relax the arms by your sides. And just take a moment here and just breathe. And just feel all that flow of energy through the arms. Notice any newfound spaciousness through your chest and your shoulders. Good. All right. From here, once you're ready, let's make our way right down onto our mat. And now if you have blocks with you today, or maybe a couple paperback books, you can bring them in. If you don't have any of that with you, stick with me. I'm definitely going to give an alternative that can work really nicely here. So if you have blocks or books today, let's make our way down onto our belly, and we're going to come into a little advasana, a little supported reverse corpse pose. So this one is tremendous for opening up through the front of the shoulders, also really helpful for enhancing mobility through the thoracic spine, and gently releasing tension through the upper back. So let's start by, again, coming onto your belly, and now bring your blocks on the lowest height underneath your shoulders. So they're wedged right underneath the shoulders, supporting the shoulders, gently lifting the shoulders up off the earth. Good, and then from here, extend your arms behind you and relax the tops of your hands down to the earth. And then from here, if it feels comfortable, rest and relax your forehead down to your mat. Good, and just breathe. Now, this supported opening with the blocks will often feel like plenty enough in the shoulders. If you feel you still have a little bit more space, you could try bringing your blocks up on their second highest height, so like their medium height here. And again, prop the blocks underneath your shoulders. Extending the arms by your sides, relaxing the arms, tops of the hands resting to the earth, and then just relax the forehead down. Good, and just breathe. Take some long, smooth breaths up into your chest and your shoulders. Now, if you don't have any of these props to do the supported advasana, a nice alternative then is to then extend your arms behind you and spin your biceps so the palms are pressing down to the earth. Press down through the tops of your feet, and then lift your upper body up, little baby cobra. Good, now from here, if it feels okay, perhaps extend your arms behind you. And then if you still feel you have a little more space here, perhaps interlace the fingers, getting this beautiful opening through the front of the chest, as we're also strengthening now in this baby cobra through the low back as well. Good, wherever you're at, take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Good, another big full breath in. And exhale out. Good, if you're in this more active baby cobra here, releasing your grip, come to rest the forehead to the earth. If you're in supported advasana with the blocks, you can remove the blocks out from underneath you now. And now let's all press ourselves back to a nice big wide-legged child's pose. Big toes touch, knees nice and wide. Rest the forehead down. Good, and now, so we've done some really nice opening for the inner shoulders. We did some opening at the beginning for the top of the shoulders, and now we're going to do some sweet opening for the back of the shoulders. One of my favorites here. So take your right arm in your child's pose or wide-legged child's pose. Again, making sure we have big toes touch, knees nice and wide here so that we have some space. Extend your right arm underneath the left armpit, bringing your gaze to the left if that feels comfortable. Good, and breathe into the back of your right shoulder. Breathe some spaciousness to the back of the right shoulder. For 3. Breathe for 2. And 1. Good. Slowly bring the right arm back to center. And now let's find it on the other side. Left arm underneath your right armpit. Bringing your gaze to the right if that feels easeful through your neck. And just breathe some sweet space to the back of your left shoulder. This gentle twist in child's pose is one of my favorites for opening up and helping to relieve tension through the back of the shoulders and also through the upper back. And this one also gives a really nice release through the low back as well. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's bring that left hand back to center. Rest the forehead down. Good. And then nice and easy, let's roll the spine up vertebrae by vertebrae. As you bring your body upright, roll those shoulders back a couple of times. Good, and then find just a comfortable closing seated position here. You can stay kneeling on your shins, only if that feels comfortable through the knees. But if your knees are saying, I need a break, honor that. You can extend your legs out in front of you. You could also find cross-legged, whatever feels good. Come to rest with the palms facing up on your knees. Draw your shoulders up towards your ears. Draw them back and relax your shoulders down your back. Good, and just breathe. Notice any newfound spaciousness through your shoulders. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please feel free to give a like and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.